Everton, amongst the great names in English football history. One of the founder members of the Football League, successful to the tune of 9 Football League championships, 5 FA Cup victories and a European Cup Winners' Cup title. An impressive record for a club whose foundation dates back to 1878 when the St Domingos Cricket Club decided to form a football team. From those humble beginnings rose one of the biggest names in English football. We start with the 1966 Cup final. On the way, Sunderland, Bedford Town, Coventry City and both the Manchester clubs were beaten. But by the time they came to the final, Everton's league form had fallen away and Sheffield Wednesday were tough opposition. A classic Roses final expected, but the unlikely hero would be Mike Trebilcoe, a last-minute choice of manager Harry Catterick.
Everton are lining up with a back four of Wright, then the Bone, then Harris number 6, then Wilson 3. What's a good throw to 4. McCallioh, the goal! And McCallioh has scored for Sheffield Wednesday. Number 8 is scored. Is Phantom rather. McCallioh's number 9. There he is, the man who got the goal that clinched the semi-final, has scored now after about 4 minutes play. Well, now Wednesday has got both Harris and Gabriel floundering, looking very leg weary and very tired. Up the cusp be a wee bit grim for the Merseyside. Can Alex Young do it? No. And it's Phantom taking over. So well. Oh, he's going for a lovely move. It's going to be the second goal by Ford. A goal. And that should just about clinch it. Wednesday's Cup. It's 4. The longer this game goes, Sheffield Wednesday are getting on. Playing the better football. They look the better side. And now Everton are definitely labouring. Charge of West must have made a great contribution to the comeback. And here's Alex Young. That's Hardy to Gabriel to Harris. Now a chance for Trebilcoe. He scored. No, Trebilcoe has scored for Everton. 59 minutes of play, so we've got, 31 minutes left. The other Alex taking over, Scott. And obstruction by Mexon, an indirect free kick to Everton. Sheffield Wednesday have brought everybody back now. They have 11 men between the wall and their goal. Scott going to take it there, you see. Harris moving up. Scott. Trebilcoe. A goal! He's equalised! Two Everton supporters have raced onto the pitch and they're swamping Trebilcoe. And their 2 supporters are going to see no more of this game. One of them thinks it. And a great tackle, almost on the line. Almost on the line as that Everton supporter slipped his coat. And the Bone probably telling the man to go quietly. And who's that? Harris, I think. Harris was wearing the policeman's helmet. Panther, very slowly. Space is harder to find at the moment. Sheffield Wednesday. Everton buzzing around with much more purpose than they were doing, covering the gaps, making it almost impossible for Wednesday to create space. And now a great chance, a bad mistake by Jerry Young. It's Temple, and it's the third goal. Oh, what a tragedy for Jerry Young. There's Temple. A great comeback. A fantastic comeback. And the medal for skipper Brian LeBon, and there is the FA Cup.
Everton didn't get their hands on the FA Cup again until 1984, although they did appear in the 1968 final, losing to West Bromwich Albion by a single goal. Here we take a look at their run to the 84 FA Cup final, their second Wembley appearance of that season, having already played Liverpool in the League Cup final, again losing out by a single goal.
It may have taken Everton 3 matches to beat their third division opponents, but once they'd made the decisive breakthrough, Everton in the black shorts were comfortable winners. Significantly, they brought back Andy Gray, and he was involved in all 3 goals. From Peter Reid's cross, Gray's header allowed Kevin Sheedy to score the first. Just 5 minutes later, Everton made it 2-0, with Gray, who was preferred in attack to Graham Sharp, this time providing an accurate centre. The alertness of Adrian Heath beat the Gillingham defence, Heath nipping in to head his 9th goal in the last 8 games. Everton's 3rd goal in the space of just 10 minutes clinched their place in the 5th round. And Everton fans in the 16,000 crowd celebrated Kevin Sheedy's 2nd goal of the game. Poor defending by Gillingham, but a fine piece of finishing by Sheedy.
Peter Reid set up Alan Irvine to give Everton a goal advantage by half-time. In the second half, Everton completely outplayed their second division opponents, and following some good football on the right-hand side, Peter Reid helped himself to a goal from 12 yards to make it 2-0. Everton added a third near the end, Reid again very much involved. Substitute Graham Sharp plays the ball to Andy Gray, and his fierce cross is turned in for an own goal. Andy doesn't mind that, he's happy to take the credit. And this is the semi-final goal against Southampton at Highbury. Adrian Heath heading Everton to Wembley.
And so to Wembley to face Graham Taylor's Watford. This was to be the first Wembley final for Watford, who under Taylor's management had enjoyed a meteoric rise to fame. But Howard Kendall's team had no time for sentiment. They were on the dawn of a new golden age at Goodison and needed to recover quickly from that League Cup final defeat.
Watford, possibly the youngest FA Cup final team in history. Everton, marginally more experienced, but the 2 young managers personifying what this cup final really means. Howard Kendall, who in fact will be 38 next Tuesday, but played here at 17 back in 1964, and Graham Taylor, nearer the camera, who became a manager when he was only 28 with Lincoln City. Down on the team benches, Howard Kendall flanked by Colin Harvey to the right of the picture and Mick Heaton. They've also been awarded new contracts this week. And as Riley and Johnston wait to start the final, Graham Taylor with John Ward to the left of the picture, Billy Hales to the right. So all is prepared, and Watford in the yellow shirts and red shorts start the 1984 FA Cup final, playing from left to right, just 6 years after coming out of the 4th division. Johnston is closing, Barnes is up at the far post, and Southall forced to make a save in the opening minute from John Barnes' header. Over the head of Kevin Richardson, here's Bardsley. Watford have profited so often from set plays, that includes throw-ins. It was clear there that they could cause some confusion in the Everton defence. Here's Riley. Andy Gray, with Steve Terry marking him closely there. Adrian Heath. And that was Terry. Wears the headband because of some 50 stitches in facial wounds over the years. Mountfield. gentle touch by Gray found Heath. They've got Trevor Stephen out on the right wing, number 7. Taking on Price, gets his cross in, and Sharp was there. Good wing play by Everton, and Trevor Stephen Terry, a good header away from Gray. Reed. Jacket got a tackle in. Heath, Reed. And Heath again. And Richardson. He's normally a good finisher. That wasn't the best of angles by any standards. And Ratcliffe clears. Sharp's header. That was Stephen winning against Price and releasing Heath. Andy Gray is in the centre. Peter Reed's up on the right. It's still Adrian Heath. And it came off Price for a corner. So a corner to Everton, for which Mountfield and Sharp are on the near post. Stephen to Reed. Here comes Gary Stevens. Well, that was a tester too for Steve Sherwood. Oh, that's also a good pass to Les Taylor. Barnes is trying to stay onside on the far wing. He's come inside for it, and he's got into a good position here. John Barnes for Watford. Good save by Southall. Les Taylor. There is Stephen, in fact, away from Price. Into Reed. Good advantage played by John Hunting. And Reed comes through for Everton. I think it's fair to say that in the first half, Watford have made the cleaner openings. But it's such a good match to watch, and here's Peter Reed handing over to Andy Gray. Richardson. And here he is again. And the cross headed half away, and Stephen Sharp! And a goal for Everton by Graham Sharp! Everton in front after 38 minutes. So John Hunting gets the second half started. Watford now playing from the right. Callahan didn't see much of the ball in the first half. And that pass came off Mountfield to Riley, who gets the ball in, and it's going to run on to Kenny Jackett. And the chip in, and Southall did brilliantly. Kenny Jackett's cross. Stephen again. Gray and Sharp waiting in the centre. And Gray is closing in here. Oh, and Sherwood didn't collect, and the goal is given. The challenge of Gray, too much for the goalkeeper. And Everton are 2-0 in the lead. And Sherwood disappointed. Gray and Everton ecstatic as Trevor Stephen crossed the ball from the right. Andy Gray comes in, marked by Steve Terry, but he beats him and Sherwood. And the ball is in the net. And Merseyside, the Evertonians, are celebrating their second goal. And this long, agonising wait for Evertonians everywhere is almost over. After all those years in the shadow of Liverpool, they are seconds away from a major football honour, and the sporting Watford fans are acknowledging that as well as the performance of their own team. Andy Andy Gray's signing turned Everton's season, and his goal clinched the FA Cup. Their first trophy for 14 years. Graham Sharp, scorer of the first goal. Everton worthy winners of the FA Cup in 1984. For Evertonians everywhere, their first major trophy for 14 years.
The 1984-85 season was one of the best ever in Everton's history. First Division champions and the European Cup Winners' Cup, plus an appearance in the FA Cup final. It also saw them set a club record of 10 consecutive First Division victories and 28 consecutive games without defeat. Here are some of the goals from that championship season.
Right service for Kevin Sheedy, who's back with a goal. 25 minutes, totally justifying the thinking of Howard Kendall. And Gray! They have looked so dangerous from Sheedy's in-swinging corners. And 2 minutes from the end, they finally make one count. Newcastle showing that brittleness in the defensive side of their play.
Stevens looking for Sharp, and he got behind Lawrenson there. Did Sharp? What a fantastic goal! An unbelievable finish from Graham Sharp. And the Evertonians have gone berserk. I haven't seen a goal quite like that in a Merseyside derby for years. And Sheedy hits the bar. Gray's coming in for the rebound with the goalkeeper. And Sheedy again, and in the net, and 2-0. And Sheedy got the reward that tremendous free kick deserved. The poor goalkeeper lying in the back of the net, half injured and half dejected. Sheedy blasted that. The keeper saw it crash back off the bar. Up went Andy Gray, a back from the goalkeeper. Sheedy comes in. The keeper got his hands to it, but couldn't keep it out.
That's great. Brandon Howell. Sharp. Paul struggling. He couldn't reach it. And that's goal number 21 for Graham Sharp. Sharp has stayed inside the 6-yard area. Mountfield, Gray, both making their run. There's Mountfield, and he scored! Back it's Reed with the kick. Bracewell, now left for Sheedy. Can he finish it off here? Magnificently done. What a cool piece of finishing by Kevin Sheedy. Newcastle a full stretch here. Stevens making for the line. Sheedy's header. Sharp. Off Sheedy. Sheedy's got it. The second of the game.
Now Harper with a lot of space. Bracewell. Stephen. Oh, Wilson almost gave it to Sheedy. Still in play. It's there at last. Everton have broken the deadlock. Leicester rather caught napping. Andy Gray celebrates his second goal in 17 games this season. London Howe. Stephen knocked on for Andy Gray. Oh, what a magnificent strike by Andy Gray. As good a goal as you wish to see. And that silenced Leicester. Oh, what a goal by Gray. And a smashing move by Everton.
Flicked on, Mountfield was in there, and there's the equaliser. Derek Mountfield. 3 minutes before half-time. Stephen took the corner, flicked on at the near post, and Mountfield, what a useful player he's been for Everton this season on set plays. It's his 8th goal, and he's equalised.
Burley, Sunderland,
Zondervan couldn't make it. Van den Hauw, Curran, Reed. And how could he have known that Bracewell was coming? And what a ball to Gray! Handball by Paul Cooper. That was some brilliant play by Everton, because Reed just played the ball into the space, and Bracewell made, 10 or 12 yards, and Bracewell played it instantly, the ball curling away from the oncoming goalkeeper towards Andy Gray, and Paul Cooper forced to handle outside his area. Sheedy takes and scores! No, said the referee. I didn't tell him to take it. So 2 in the net for Everton, and neither counts. George Burley coming forward. The ball's been taken slightly further back, and Gates is complaining about that. Well, that makes a change. Sheedy again goes for the other side. Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! Not unearthly for Paul Cooper. But what a lesson in taking free kicks by Kevin Sheedy. Reed. Yes, he's made the gap. Van den Hauw. Yes! Mountfield has done it! The hold on the cup has been re-established. Van den Hauw crossed it, and Mountfield who prodded home, and the defenders have saved Everton.
This is Stevens. Stephen did well there. Lovely run. Sharp. Oh, and Richardson. Stevens. Gray with the header. And Richardson's there again. His second. Shorten on the ground, but a nightmare moment for Mick Mills, really. Bracewell. On again for Reed. Well played. Reed's cross, Gray! What a fantastic goal! Beautiful goal. 34 minutes gone, and Everton produced one right out of the textbook. Bracewell fed Reed on the right, and Reed's approach work there was sheer class. The cross that came in was low and inviting, and Andy Gray is the person to throw himself at those and score with a diving header. Sharp is up with Chisholm. Here's Bracewell. Goes back again to Stephen. Gray's there again! Oh, I say! Another great header. Just 4 minutes after his first one, Andy Gray produces another goal which sends Goodison Park into rapturous applause. And appreciation coming from all round the ground.
The gain has come up on the far side. It's Ratcliffe who takes it and plants it towards him. And Derek Mountfield, the centre-back who scored so many important goals for Everton, notches number 11 with about 3 minutes to go to half-time. Half, only 3 minutes old. Their second corner, Everton. Even though the wind is as strong against them as it was for them in the first half. Begun and in by Trevor Stephen. Bruce winning it. Ratcliffe's header returning it. Stephen up really well against Greg Downs. Here's Bruce back again. Oh, the back pass is a bad one. And Bracewell with a great chance for Everton. And makes it.
Sharp. Surprisingly got away, 3 up to help. Lyons, Gray! Well, he rather mishit it, to tell the truth. But Hodge was already diving across, and the ball filled the space that Hodge had left.
Although Everton didn't manage to win the FA Cup in their championship year, they did make it to the final. Fine wins over Leeds United, Doncaster Rovers, Telford United and Ipswich Town before Everton faced David Pleat's Luton in the semi-final at Villa Park. Over 45,000 supporters watched as Everton tried to repeat the FA Cup success of 1984.
Playing from right to left in the first half. Sunshine now after showers previously. Here's Breaker. Ricky Hill. Number 11 is Parker. Breaker goes forward straight away from right back. Came off Vanden Hauwe. Turner. Trying to find Steen. Bit of a shove, was it by Steen? Apparently not. Referee was happy, he held off Gary Stevens there, did Steen. Here's Turner. Steen. Turner again. Rajovi! 3 times now he's been close. A good cross from Wayne Turner. Rajovi with the header and Southall with the save. But when Luton look back on the first half, 3 opportunities of one sort or another have come the way of Mecca Nwajobi. Steen. Hill. Looks for Parker. Harford's there. And here's Hill. Ricky Hill! Beautifully taken. And Luton deserved their lead. Mountfield is forward for the kick. That was Mountfield, and that's Sheedy. And here's Bracewell. He hit the post. A fine effort by Paul Bracewell. Howard Kendall, who was beaten on this ground as a player in a semi-final back in 1969 against Manchester City, when with Everton, he's come down to the bench for the second half. Here's Hill. Oh, nicely round Ratcliffe. And the break on the right for Luton is by Gary Parker. Steen's in the centre and there are others joining him. Still Parker. And Harford. And it's Hill again! Good save by Southall. A terrific stop. And when Ricky Hill threatened to get his second goal, Southall, going down to his left, made a magnificent save to keep it out. Rajovi. Hill. Oh, he's fouled by Ratcliffe. Referee played an advantage which may or may not accrue. Thanks to Turner. Well, they're a bit unlucky there, Luton. The free kick should really have gone the other way, but he thought they had possession, and then Turner conceded one. 5 minutes to go. Harford and Foster are up together, and they've been penalised. Now Everton have got a chance to produce something here 5 minutes from the end, and it was 5 minutes from the end that they equalised against Ipswich, remember, or thereabouts. He drove one. It's there! Sheedy! Everton have equalised! Just under 5 minutes from the end. must have felt they were at the gates of Wembley have suddenly been dragged back. Howard Kendall and his team are off the hook again. Sheedy with the kick. What a volley by Gary Stevens. The bench thought that was going in. Extra time in the semi-final. But if one feels Everton finished the 90 minutes on a high, one also has to say that they did play a midweek match in Munich, and if it's a question of who's got the legs, well, Luton may feel their fitness is at least equal, if not superior. We shall see. Bracewell wide to Sheedy. Bracewell again. Vanden Howe, good run by the left back. Great run. And Gray off the line. Mal Donaghy makes the clearance that keeps Luton in it. Vanden Howe. The last minute of the first period of extra time. Gray looks dangerous again. Reed is coming in. It's Reed! Great save by Seeley. And Reed has held his head. What a save that they'll appreciate. This is Reed. He has. Foul by Steen. So, 4 minutes from the end of extra time, Everton have another free kick. Sheedy curls it, Mountfield's there, and it's a goal! Derek Mountfield! And the free kick does the trick again, and Everton, the holders, are in front for the first time. Kevin Sheedy curled the kick. Derek Mountfield came in for the header. It's his 10th goal of the season, the big centre-half. And it's by far the sweetest for him and for the Evertonians. And look at this celebration. And look at that disappointment. Bracewell. Vanden Howe to Gray. And there it is. Everton are through to their second successive FA Cup final. The holders come from behind to win in extra time, thanks to Derek Mountfield's goal. 21 games unbeaten now, still chasing the treble. Everton, at the end of a hard week, can celebrate again.
The 1985-86 season saw Gary Lineker added to the team for extra firepower up front. It also saw Everton surrender their title to arch-rivals Liverpool by the narrow margin of 2 points. It was a season-long battle with the two Merseyside giants, producing some great football. Here are some of the goals from Everton's campaign.
Harper through. Mann. Caught in possession then now. Bracewell. Was that a hand there? Shot. He's got one back. Stevens. Bracewell again. Oh, it's Heath. Surely. Yes. It's gone in from Lineker. And it's 3-2. And just look at the urgency now. Heath racing back to the centre of the field, wanting play to resume as soon as possible. And Gary Lineker had set us up for a grandstand finish.
Heath, sharp. Heath again. And Lineker! Sheedy!
Stevens. And McKellar only down as far as Richardson! The goalkeeper claims he was impeded. The goal stands, and Kevin Richardson, born in Newcastle, scores against his hometown club. And Heath on the ground where he scored a semi-final winner for Everton 2 years ago. In that very goal, he makes another massive contribution coming on as substitute. 9 minutes from the end, and the corner works for Everton. Touched on by a combination of Stevens and Sharp, and there was Heath to fire it into the roof of the net.
Just on the right of the area there, now moving back. Sharp! And off the line, and then finally in. Sheedy. Lineker. Whitlock was surprised to find him there. Two waiting in the middle. Stephen! Oh, classic! Stephen. Lineker. Goal number 35 of the season. And two in a matter of seconds past young Granger. Stephen. Bracewell. And still Lineker. But he didn't hit it quite truly. But he doesn't care, and neither do the crowd. He stole it. Lineker in the inside right position. This is Sheedy. Oh, that's a great turn. Sharp! Lovely goal! But what a marvellous piece of play by Kevin Sheedy. Vanden Hauwe, Heath, well played by Vanden Hauwe. And by Heath. Yes, that's six. And that's Lineker's hat-trick.
The FA Cup that season had already seen the visits of Exeter and Blackburn Rovers to Goodison Park. In the fifth round, Everton were drawn away to Cup specialist Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs had beaten Notts County 5-0 in the previous round. Certainly no pushovers, although Everton had already taken 6 points off Tottenham that season.
Now Richardson and Sharp. Good running by Bracewell here. Lineker's in the centre, and did Clements bring Bracewell down? The referee has backed away. And the Everton players clustered round him momentarily, but they've now subdued the protest, and nothing apart from a goal kick. One or two Tottenham hearts missed a beat here. Clements and Bracewell, no penalty. This is Waddle. Glenn Hoddle is stolen forward on the far side. Stevens! The Tottenham plan was to play Waddle deeper and get the other midfield players up into the box, and it happened there. Waddle supplied the cross, Gary Stevens and Hoddle were both in there, and it was Gary Stevens who made the contact. There's 15 minutes gone, and it's a stormy opening here. Spurs have a free kick against Vanden Hauwe. Hoddle with Perryman close to the ball. Hoddle takes, and Mabbott, and out from under the bar by Sharp, I think. It was a good clearance anyway. Gary Mabbott was unlucky, and he's finished up in a terrible state. Just look at that. He beat Southall with the header, but I think it was Sharp back defending there, the number 9. It's a corner to Spurs. Played back for Hoddle. Well, Tottenham created a chance from that free kick, and it fell to Gary Mabbott, who did all he could have done. You can see how he finished up. But the concern for Everton is far worse, because Kevin Ratcliffe is clearly injured. Hoddle took the free kick. Mabbott was perfectly positioned. The header was ideal, but Sharp, the defender, or rather the centre-forward in a defensive position, saves Everton. Everton with this healthy lead in the championship race, trying to retain that title, and also, remember, trying to reach the FA Cup final for the third year running. Winners in '84, runners-up last year. That's Sharp. Here's Stephen, and this is Lineker. And Sharp goes in, and it's going to come to Heath, and a goal! By Adrian Heath, the substitute. 6 minutes into the second half, Everton show their pedigree. Undermanned they may be in defence, but dangerous in attack. The whip ball in, Clements didn't collect, Sharp didn't connect, but Adrian Heath, who's a pilferer of goals from those positions, marks his arrival as the substitute by putting Everton in front. So, the side in form take the lead against the club out of form. This is Roberts. Well, Tottenham now are going to be fighting the fiercest battle they've had all season. They've just got to keep plugging away and hope to get it back. This is Perryman. Otherwise, there's very little left for them on the horizon. Perryman's cross forces the corner. This is Waddle. And Falco, and off the line. Harper and Richardson both back there. Harper, I think it was. This is Perryman to Waddle. And a corner again, as Spurs throw everything in. They've got to do. Falco was so unlucky, he beat Southall there, but nothing's going for him. And Stevens gets up to head it on. Hoddle with the drive. And Roberts and Stevens in each other's way, and Sharp's away here for Everton. Lineker's unmarked in the centre. Allen trying to get to him. Here's Stephen. And again Trevor Stephen. And Lineker! And he's buried it! And he may have buried Tottenham season 2. The 74th minute. Everton go 2 goals up. And it's Gary Lineker's 32nd of the season for them. The cross was by Trevor Stephen. Tottenham again left him totally unmarked. And how do you expect Lineker to miss from there? He doesn't. And Chidozie! Great save by Southall. Chidozie can't believe it. Well, was that Spurs' chance to pull something back? Falco headed it on. Chidozie did the right thing. He tried to lob the goalkeeper, but what a fine stretching save by Southall. This is Chidozie. And Falco! Yes! They've got one back. Just 10 minutes from the end, Spurs at last have a say. Peter Shreve knows there's an awful lot on the line here. Bear in mind it's the first meeting. A draw here would mean after 90 minutes a replay at Goodison on Friday, and Spurs haven't given up hope of that yet. It's Danny Thomas with the throw. This is Waddle. Oh, and Mabbott was in there! Was it in? referee will have to sort it all out. An amazing melee. I thought Navid had got the ball in at first. Spurs look anxiously towards the linesman, but referee John Martin has given a free kick, I think. But Gary Mabbutt here, number 7, the ball came off him, and amazing, Vanden Hauwe, I thought it was over the line for a minute. Was it Vanden Hauwe who hooked it out the first time? Certainly it hit a defender the second time, and then Southall caught it.
After Spurs came a victory over Luton in the 6th round. The semi-final was against Howard Wilkinson's Sheffield Wednesday at Villa Park. Everton had also taken 6 points off Wednesday that season, but the Yorkshire club's cup run had been impressive. One for the footballing aficionados.
So a sad day for Gary Lineker and Kevin Sheedy, both ruled out of the team through injury. The rain that was falling a few minutes ago seems to have eased now, and Sheffield Wednesday in yellow. Chapman gets the first touch, volleyed clear by Gary Stevens. Everton defending the goal to our right. Here's Shutt. He's got Megson outside him. And here's Shelton. And Mountfield stood in front of Shelton, and the referee put his arms by his sides and gave nothing. Gary Shelton was in a menacing position. Derek Mountfield appeared to block him, but the referee said play on. Heat's in the thick of it there. It may run on for Sharp. Laurie Madden. Ratcliffe. Free kick. Now Ratcliffe went through with a second challenge on Shirtliff, but it was the first one from Heath that the referee had actually penalised. Now Everton have an injury problem themselves here, because Trevor Stephen has gone down awkwardly on the halfway line and requires attention. Howard Kendall's concern is such that he's come down from the stand to the bench to see whether Trevor Stephen can continue. And Alan Harper, the substitute, is getting ready, and it looks as though Stephen is limping his way out of this semi-final. From the way he went down, it looked as though it might be a groin injury to me that Stephen has sustained there. And what a sad day for him to have to go off so early. They've played 27 minutes, and Alan Harper, twice an unused substitute in the FA Cup final, is on the field. It's Ratcliffe with the free kick. Nixon's header out, Bracewell. Hooked back in. Snowden away from Harper. Back in by Mountfield. Now Harper is onside. And he's got the ball over the goalkeeper. And Alan Harper, the substitute, has scored for Everton. 5 minutes after half-time, against the run of play, Alan Harper puts Everton in front. And how well he took it. It's the first goal that Harper has scored for the first team this season. They talk about one he got against Liverpool in a Merseyside derby, but they may talk about this one a bit longer. He got free on the right, but as Martin Hodge started to advance, Harper, who did his trade as a fullback and is playing in midfield today, showed a forwards instinct. He lobbed the ball beautifully over the goalkeeper and found the unguarded net. These are anxious moments. Everton having just scored. Hart is there. Shelton's arriving. Away by Stevens as far as Snowden. Back in again. Hart and Chapman. Hart's header. Shutt! Yes, the equaliser! Carl Shutt! 3 minutes after going behind, Sheffield Wednesday are level. What a reply. It was instant. Well, the Everton bench was all jubilation when Harper scored. Now they've sobered down because they've seen the equaliser go in at the other end. 3 minutes to go. Stevens taken away as far as Richardson. Mountfield still forward. And Shirtliff takes it away from his own goalkeeper. Corner. Vanden Hauwe racing forward to join Mountfield. Stevens is there too. There is Stevens. It's going to come out to Bracewell. Richardson's cross. Mountfield. Sharp! No! Agonisingly wide. Standing room only there. While Everton are the extra time experts, and here they are on the attack in the first period. Reed. Stevens. Bracewell. Heads it back in. Richardson. Mountfield is still forward. Bracewell. Sharp is hovering dangerously. Goal! What a finish by Graham Sharp. 8 minutes into extra time. Everton are back in the lead. It was a good diagonal ball, but Sharp finished that majestically. And scores to send the Evertonians back into raptures and to give them the sniff of Wembley again. And Hart's there again, and Megson's there! And on the roof of the net from Gary Megson. We're in the last minute. Ratcliffe, offside. The Evertonians thought it was the final whistle, but it's not, you know. Players asking the referee how long there is to go. Thompson heads on. And Everton have reached the FA Cup final for the third year running. Only the second club to do so this century.
But Everton were to lose the final against old rivals Liverpool. Revenge eventually, though, in the next season. Everton reclaimed the First Division Championship from Liverpool by an impressive 9-point margin. It was the second half of the season when Everton's form really took off, losing only 3 of their last 23 games. A fine performance, which once again saw the Championship trophy in the Goodison Park Trophy Room.
The chance for Sheedy. What Everton needed in unfamiliar territory. Everton grateful to relieve a spell of Wimbledon pressure with a chance here perhaps to regain the lead. Sheedy and Sharp! They take that chance.
Good header by Sharp. Power. Good cross. Sharp. Hit the bar. And in. Graham Sharp strikes for Everton. And what a superb move. Sharp. Watson's in there. Sheedy. Goal! Everton are back in front in stoppage time at the end of the first half because Manchester United couldn't clear the corner. And here's Sharp against Moran, and he's put Langley through. Heath's coming inside to join him. There's Heath. Oh, that's a superb goal. That's a terrific finish from Adrian Heath, and it just about finishes off Manchester United.
Sheedy. It's in there. There's the equaliser. Well, they certainly would have had plenty of warning, Charlton, because Sheedy's reputation from that sort of free kick is so well known. And the Everton fans now chiding the Charlton fans that the visitors have now got back on level terms. Looks like it'll be the process as before. And Stephen and Harper and Sheedy, it's there again. It was deflected, but it's in, and Everton are back on terms. Well, it was exactly the same free kick.
Vanden Howe to Ratcliffe. This is Watson. Right, not a very positive header away. Heath, has he got power in? He has! Shilton again asking questions of his defenders in front of him, and will feel too perhaps that he should have got down to it anyway. Would you like to see when they're in full flow? Stevens. And it's there! And it's Watson. Dave Watson. With only his second goal in an Everton shirt.
Great pass again. Oh, he's given it away, and Clark is there, and he scores! What a silly goal to give away, and what an opportunist first goal for Everton for Wayne Clark.
At the top end, Cooper was guilty of a misjudgment, and Sheedy saw the gap and belted the ball past Mike Cooper for an Everton goal. What will happen this time? Sheedy takes and scores! Cooper couldn't come up with the answer again.
At the end of the 1986-87 season, Howard Kendall, the most successful manager in Everton's history, left Goodison for Athletic Bilbao. Now, with Colin Harvey in charge, the 1988-89 season saw Everton at Wembley again to play Liverpool in the FA Cup final. Here we look at some of the goals from their road to Wembley.
Unnecessary industry then, Van Corbett. Sheedy looking for Trevor Stephen, and the linesman flagging on the far side. Play continues, referee acknowledged, and when flag came down, oh, that's not the best of challenges. That could well have been an escape for West Bromwich Albion. Free kick has been given, and it's being given outside the area. And I must say that looked to me to be inside. Doesn't matter the direction the player was moving in. The challenge was a little wild. And a penalty is given. Well, the referee, by consulting his linesman, I am sure has come up with the correct decision. It was a wild challenge at a moment when there was no obvious danger. But that last fact is irrelevant. If it's a foul inside the area, a deliberate foul, it is a penalty. Sheedy takes it and scores. It's 1-1. Snowden, Clark, Torberts, Sheedy goes to the crowd to take the congratulations. The equaliser on Saturday, and maybe the winner in the replay.
Snowden to cross. Away by Hodges. Watson got higher. Sharp, Cotty, and Sheedy's arriving as well. Hook back in. Oh yes! Sharp! Graham Sharp's first goal for Everton since his return after that hernia operation. Looking for Cotty's little break. Mark Smith with him, where he's got round the defender. Good ball across the face of goal. Nevin makes it 2-0. Unbeaten in 1989 so far, Plymouth. This is the 6th game. Having won 3 and drawn 2, and Sharp! Beautiful glancing header to give Graham Sharp His second goal of the match. Finds Nevin. Rozelle in front of him. Snowden. They give it Sheedy! 4-0. Snowden. Nicely turned around Futcher. Stephen to knock it in first time. Cotty wasn't tall enough. Sharp! Oh, yes! Well, that must have been the first real opening that Everton have carved in the opening 15 minutes.
Cotty's on the far side. Stephen coming up in the inside right position. McDonald. McCall, the space here. Cotty. Little turn. Sheedy. Cotty. Bracewell. Bracewell again. Back in. It's there. McCall. Stuart McCall. Got the touch. And the fans throw to bits at Goodison.
Bracewell. And it stays out. Now it's in. The whistle is blown and Colin Harvey will take Everton to Wembley.
Everton were to lose the final to Liverpool 3-2, but in 1995 the FA Cup was once again at Goodison, and surely it won't be long before Joe Royle assembles a team capable of challenging for the championship again.